Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Wi-Fi battle. Huge day today here for the channel for a few different reasons. First and foremost, in case you guys missed the title, this is actually my 100th Wi-Fi battle here on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So that's a pretty big milestone. I just want to take a second to thank everybody who's supported the channel over the years with all the likes and the comments and positive feedback. I really do appreciate all of that and appreciate all of you guys. As a side note, I believe I just rolled over 3 years of YouTubing actually just recently. So thank you to everybody who's been watching my content throughout that time period, and I hope to continue to entertain you guys with more content to come. So the next thing to note is that today is actually the first time in quite some time that I have a brand new team for you guys. As I mentioned on the last episode of the Captain's Table, I am excited to get back to creating some fun, interesting, and original teams for you guys, which is what I have today for you guys. All 6 Pokemon here are brand new Pokemon that I have never used before in Wi-Fi battling, just Pokemon that I really enjoy and have wanted to use for quite some time. So I am really looking forward to using some new Pokemon in this battle. It has been quite some time. So having said that, our first match with the team today is going to be against Sara, my longtime girlfriend, recently turned wife actually, and this is our 5th match one-on-one, although she has also appeared in a few multi-battles too, so pretty regular on the channel here as you would expect. So she is rocking a pretty cool team as usual there, as you can see, so it should definitely be another good match, and we're gonna get into it. So looking at her team, I really wasn't sure what she was going to want to lead with there, so I just decided to lead with my Cinccino, the Cappuccino. That's not confusing at all, but she actually ends up leading with the Malamar. So she is going to go for the switch right away here, doesn't want to take an attack from me of any kind, so she is going to come in with the Primarina, as I am just going to go for the U-turn. Not going to do a whole lot of damage there, but I am going to get the mandatory switch, and off of that I am going to come in with my Dhelmise, good old Jack Sparrow, as she is going to regain some health with the leftovers. So once again, she is going to go for the switch here, doesn't want to get taken out with a grass attack, so she is going to come in with the Decidueye, as I do go for the Power Whip, hoping she would stay in there. So that is still going to take this thing down by about a third, which was actually pretty good. But this turn she actually catches me a little bit off guard here by deciding to go ahead and bust out the Z move on the Decidueye, which ends up being the special Z move, which is of course the Sinister Arrow Raid. So I stayed in here hoping to survive whatever she went for, and then take this thing out with a counterattack, but unfortunately, since she was packing the Z move, I am not going to be able to survive that. That is going to one-shot kill my Dhelmise there and drop me down to 5 Pokemon. So then I'm going to go ahead and come in with my Delphox Copperfield, ready to make some magic happen. Unfortunately, she actually is carrying the Sucker Punch too, and she does go for that, but I am able to survive that with about a third of my health and go for a Fire Blast in return, which is going to be more than enough to take out the Decidueye there, dropping her down to 5 Pokemon as well. So then she is going to come back in with Primarina, and that is going to force me to switch out. I am Choice Scarf locked into Fire Blast, so I'm going to switch in with my Comfy, good old Hawaii there, as she is going to go for the Scald. Actually takes me down by a little less than half and does get the burn too, which does suck. So I'm going to regain some health with the leftovers, as she's going to regain more health with the leftovers as well, and then I'm going to take some damage from the burn. So she's going to go for the switch here. Not exactly sure why, but she is going to switch in with the Metagross, as I am packing the Giga Drain, so I am going to go for that. Not going to do too much damage to this thing, unfortunately. I'm going to get a little bit of HP back from it, and then regain a little more with the leftovers too, but then take the damage from the burn once again. So this turn I do have to switch out. I don't want to get taken out by a steel move, so I am going to switch in with my Omastar, Star Power, bring in the power of the stars, as she is going to go for the Bullet Punch there. Not going to do too much damage. It is going to activate my weak armor ability to cut my defense and raise my speed, which is what I wanted, and she's also going to take damage from a Rocky Helmet and the Life Orb too. Which is nice. So this turn she is going to go for the switch directly into her Hydreigon. Not exactly sure why, but I'm going to take this opportunity to go for the Shell Smash, which is going to cut my defense and special defense, and of course sharply raise my attack, special attack, and speed, trying to set up for a potential sweep here. So with +4 speed, I am definitely going to outspeed this thing. I am going to go for the Ice Beam. I actually end up getting a crit, though I'm not sure if it mattered since I was at +2 special attack with max special attack to begin with, but that is going to one-shot kill the Hydreigon, taking her down to 4 Pokemon. So then she is going to come in with Gengar, and I do outspeed this thing as well. I am going to go for an Earth Power. That is going to knock her all the way down to the Focus Sash, which he is carrying. Unfortunately, she does survive because of it. The Cursed Body actually activates to disable my Earth Power, which was kind of funny, but not going to matter since she is going to go for a Thunderbolt here, which is going to take me out and drop me down to 4 Pokemon. So then I am going to come in with my Hitmonchan, Jackie Chan, ready to throw some fists. I am just going to go for the Bullet Punch here, and that is definitely going to be enough to finish off the Gengar there, dropping her down to 3 Pokemon. So then she is going to come in with Metagross, and I am going to stay in here and go for the Drain Punch, trying to take this thing out, but it is not going to be enough. It does survive with about a quarter health, and she is going to go for the Meteor Mash in return, which does take out my Hitmonchan, unfortunately, dropping me down to 3 Pokemon, and then she is going to get taken into the red from the Life Orb recoil. So then I am going to come back in with the Delphox, and she is just going to go for a Bullet Punch here, hoping it would be enough to finish me off from that range. Luckily, I do survive in the red with 13 health, and go for the Shadow Ball in return, which is going to be more than enough to finish off the Metagross there, dropping her down to 2 Pokemon. So then she is going to come back in with Primarina, and at this point I didn't really want to risk a switch, so I am just going to stay in here and go for another Shadow Ball to try and get some chip damage on this thing. Not going to do a whole lot. And then she is just going to go ahead and hit me with the Moonblast, which is going to be enough to finish me off there, dropping me down to 2 Pokemon, as she is going to regain more health with the leftovers. But that is okay. I am just going to go ahead and come back in with my Cinccino, and I am definitely going to outspeed this thing. I am just going to go straight for the Bullet Seed. Because of the Skill Link ability, it is going to hit 5 times in a row, guaranteed. And right there, I actually end up getting a critical hit on the 4th hit, so I didn't need all 5 to take out the Primarina there, dropping her down to just 1 Pokemon. So finally, she is going to come back in with the Malamar, and I am just going to go for the U-turn here to try and take this thing out. To my surprise, it actually does survive in the red, despite being X4 weak to the attack, and despite that I do have max physical attack. So she is actually going to pop a Citrus Berry to regain some health there, putting her back up to about a 1/3. So off the mandatory switch, I am going to come in with Comfey, my only other Pokemon, as she actually goes for the Superpower here. And because of the contrary ability, that does raise her attack and defense. Luckily, I do survive that with about a 1/3 of my health, regain some health with the leftovers, and take some damage from the burn. But not really going to matter since I am definitely going to outspeed this thing. I do have priority thanks to the Triage ability with healing moves, so I am just going to hit her up with the Draining Kiss. And that is definitely going to be enough to take out the Malamar, and that is game. So I won that one 2-0. against Sara, but that was a really good match. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.